I'm sure by now you've all seen this horrible video of Rajah Jackson just raining down punches on an unconscious professional wrestler who we come to find out is named Syko Stu. And I've heard a lot of people talking about what they think happened and blaming one side or the other. But the problem is most people don't understand professional wrestling culture. And the professional wrestlers I've heard talking about it don't necessarily understand all the legal nuances involved. What if there was somebody who understood both sides? What if there was somebody who was both a lawyer and a professional wrestler? Well, I just happen to know somebody. So allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is David Otunga, and I'm the only Harvard-educated lawyer in the history of professional wrestling. That's right. Before I became a professional wrestler, I graduated from Harvard Law School and became a lawyer. In fact, right now, I'm a licensed lawyer. That's a shoot, not a work, which brings us to what we're here. That's wrestling talk. A shoot is something that's real, not scripted, real life. A work is not. A work is acting, what we do in professional wrestling. MMA are also called shoot fights. Guys are for real fighting. And in professional wrestling, that's sports entertainment. That is a work. We're working the crowd, working the audience. So I'm going to take a deep dive into this because this is a messy situation. I know some of the people involved in this. So I'm going to just analyze this strictly objectively from a lawyer standpoint. And anytime there's a case, I always just wanted to take the facts. And the great thing about this case is we have so much evidence because the entire thing was live streamed on Kick. So why don't we just go through the video together? I think that's the best way. We'll go through it and I'll stop it as we go and analyze it. All right, let's do it.
How does my head feel? I'm still fucked up. I'm not even gonna lie. That's part of the reason why I didn't stream earlier. I was supposed to stream going to fucking bowling with AJ, but my head was fucked up. I was throwing up and shit.
So in this clip right here, Rajah is telling us that he has a concussion. So keep that in mind, that this whole night, Rajah is concussed and probably shouldn't even be there.
Did you get your daily dose of ass yet?
Excuse me, bro. Excuse me.
Big crossbody too.
What's a black man's idea of foreplay?
This is Reno.
Oh,
What's up, big host?
oh, nice to meet you, brother.
You too, man. Come on.
Yes, sir.
I know you remember.
Oh, no. I do it for fun, huh?
In that clip, we see Rajah being led backstage by his friend and professional wrestler AJ Mana. Now, this is significant because most of the time, outsiders aren't allowed into the backstage area, which is basically their locker room. As you can see some guys back there getting dressed or going over their matches. So obviously, cameras are not allowed back there. However, don't forget, Rajah is live streaming this on Kick. So to the wrestlers back there, they see an unknown guy coming back there being led by AJ, and he has a video camera following him. So just that alone could suggest to the wrestlers that this may be a work, because the only time cameras are allowed backstage and in the locker room is if it's part of the show. And now in this next clip, you can see Syko Stu walk up and kind of survey the scene. And he sees what's going on, and he's definitely very conscious and aware of the cameras. So he stands there for a little bit, and he's trying to think of a way to go into business for himself, as they say, and try to earn some screen time in whatever is going on with the camera. But that quickly backfires on him.
My favorite wrestler because of that. You beat the fuck out of him. Yeah. Where's the real McKill at? Where's he at?
You don't need to worry about him. You need to be worried about Syko Stu.
Syko Stu?
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little. Oh!
Oh, you don't sell it?
Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it?
Dude, he's not a fucking
Bro.
worker, bro.
So this was the clip that popped things off, literally. No pun intended. It was too easy. It's right there. But anyway, you can see Syko Stu decides that he's just going to take this can of beer or whatever it is and smash it on Raja's head. Now, it looked like this was a working strike because he even put his left hand up. So, and Raja says later it didn't really hurt him. So this looked like a safe strike, or at least it was supposed to be. But anyway, totally caught Raja off guard and disrespected him. But what's going on is Syko Stu thinks this is a work. He doesn't realize Raja has no idea about a work. This is real life to him. This is a shoot to Raja. But then you can see when Syko Stu leans forward and he tells him, are you going to sell it? Now that right there means, why aren't you selling it? Like, I just hit you. You should react to it. Like, if you get hit with a punch, you get rocked back. You look like a badass if you get hit with a punch and you do nothing. That's a no sell. So, and that's incredibly disrespectful to the guy that you're working with because you're basically saying he's weak. So again, Syko Stu figured out a way to get on this stream. I'm going to strike this guy. He's going to sell for me. And I don't know where he was going to go with it from there. But Raja's minding his own business and all of a sudden gets clocked out of nowhere. And this is a shoot to him. So that's why he didn't sell it. He no-sold it because he doesn't know what selling is.
Like, seriously.
No. That's for me.
I know it's for you, but we're trying to solve something right now. Like, we don't want no heat. We don't want no problem.
No, I'm cool. I'm cool now, but you know what I'm saying?
We just want to make sure everything's okay. He knows he fucked up. He's trying to apologize and stuff.
Yeah, you think it's part of the,
We just don't want no problem. We are apologizing. We're sorry for what happened.
I appreciate that.
That's some real shit. Let me dry my hand real quick. I get the sweat, but that's some real shit.
Oh, you good.
Apologies. Get out of hand sometimes with, working this stuff, pro wrestling stuff. So, he is very simple. So I understand where you're coming from. I'm a little hot right now, so let's go ahead.
You know what's
chill.
a good thing about this? Now I can make it something. Because I'm going to have you run in and fuck that motherfucker up in the mat.
You know what
ready
I'm
for that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Right. Talk to the president.
Yeah, if you can do that for me, I'll be cool.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that. Hell yeah.
I'm going to have him run in on your shit in your match. To fucking seal that.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm sorry, bro.
Hey, it's going to all work out.
Yeah, as long as I can do that. Yeah.
It's all going to work out.
All right, bet.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You good.
I got you.
What's your name again?
Raja.
What's that?
Raja.
Raja?
Mm-hmm.
Joe, man. Nice to meet you.
Okay, hey, set it up where who's going to come in and put him
Yeah,
down.
I'm straight. No, you good, bro. You good. You straight. Yeah.
Right on, Oos. Oos, make sure he get it.
I apologize.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were working.
I get it.
We're not working out. Well, he gonna come out on your mat, Oos. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
know what I'm saying, Oos? We're always working. So we'll set it up. I'll have him come out during your mat so we could fucking seal the whole thing and we'll make something out of it. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Well, now you just involved fucking Rampage himself because that's his boy.
No, he can handle it. Hey,
yeah, I can handle myself. Yeah, I can handle myself.
Rampage gonna come whoop your ass.
You don't need his dad. He'll handle his own shit.
Yeah, I got my own shit. Yeah.
There's a lot in this clip. All right, so the clip starts off with somebody off camera asking Raja if he can ask his cameraman to turn the camera off because they're kind of weirded out about this because, again, this is backstage, this is live, this is a shoot, this is not a work, and you almost just had a fight right there. And the guy even tells him, we're trying to work something out. But Raja is explaining to him, nah, I'm on stream, so I'm going to keep the camera on. Then it gets into one of the most important parts of this. Now, the promoter tells Raja that he's going to let him do a run-in on Stu's match. Now, this is wrestling parlance again. A run-in means during Stu's match, Raja is going to have what's called a spot. And a spot is basically a cue for him to go in and they're going to do a little scene. So Raja is going to do this run-in. When he's told, and it's his spot, he's literally going to run into the ring and then have some kind of altercation with Stu, likely where he gets over on him. And as they're explaining this to him, it kind of evolves. He's going to be able to get his payback, which is called a receipt, but they haven't used that term yet. But they're going to let Raja get in the ring and get his payback. However, they never specifically said what it is. And so wrestlers kind of understand this. They're going to go in and get, one shot on him, something small, but just to get his get back. But they don't explain this to Raja at all. And then they even talk about turning it into an angle possibly. So they're aware of this. They're aware, the promotion is aware this is going to happen. They have told Raja, they're giving him permission to go in and do this. And Stu is made aware of it. They even shake hands. So right there, it's implied consent. And this is a major word in this, consent. That's going to come up later. But as of this moment, objectively, Stu has given Raja consent for a physical altercation. They did not specify what yet, but some type of physical altercation. However, also, this just seems to be happening on the fly, and I don't ever see in the video where Raja is given a contract or a waiver of some sort to sign. Now, I don't know that he didn't, but it's not on this kick stream.
Hey. I thought it was part of it. I was in the swing.
No.
What he thought was he was a pro. I understand.
Yeah.
Another thing is, even when we are working like that, you don't fucking,
That's what I'm saying.
But he doesn't know him like that. He don't. He's a fucking idiot. Hey. So when you run on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. You remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt, bro. Tag this shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there. Tag his shit, bro.
I'll get it there. Hey, as long as I get my lick back, I'm straight. I'm straight.
Now that scene was one of the most important scenes in any potential case. Definitely a potential civil case. Because in this scene, AJ Mana tells Raja that he gets to get his receipt or cash in on his receipt. Now, a receipt in wrestling vernacular, that's the word for when, say you're working with a guy and he hits you with a stiff shot. A stiff shot means it's a hard shot. Not a safe shot, but something that they accidentally hit you too hard. Then you get to get a receipt on that person. So that means you get to give them a stiff shot back. Now, whatever you do back to them should be commensurate with what they did to you. And to be perfectly honest with you, you don't even need to cash in your receipts all the time. I know there's plenty of times where if I was on TV, I didn't mind if my opponent actually hit me hard because I'm professional enough to know that my opponent is also professional and didn't mean it. And if they apologize quickly for it too, I don't need to get them to get one back. But I understand there are times where, hey, a receipt may be warranted. But AJ didn't really thoroughly explain this to Raja. In fact, he says, you remember what a receipt is. So he's referring to allegedly another conversation they had about this where AJ explained to him what a receipt is. However, he then tells him to tag that MFer. Tag him. So it sounds like he's telling him or even encouraging Raja to really hit him, or at least to lay it in and make it a very stiff shot at the least. And then he even tells him, and if the guy Stu gets mad at him, he'll run in and get his back. So now Raja, obviously is thinking here, okay, he gets to get his shot in and he can hit him basically as hard as he wants.
I'm gonna fake crash out. All right, bet. You about to see you about to see how fake of a crash out I am. Now I get a chance to get in the ring and do this and do some shit to him. I get the chance to go in there and now really fuck him up. It's always been my dream to fuck up a pro wrestler for real. So I get it today. Am I really gonna fight him? Yeah, I'm gonna punch his ass for real. Then I'll forgive him at that.
Wow. Now those statements right there were basically the definition of self-incrimination. Raja shares his mind state in that he's well aware that what's going on in the ring is scripted and that he intends to go off script and really F up this professional wrestler. And then he says that he's always wanted to really F up a professional wrestler, which is just disgusting to me.
He didn't make it worse. That shit didn't even hurt. He didn't make it worse. That shit is already fucked up. Nah, what happened was he thought I was a wrestler because there was a camera and I was back there. And he was probably drunk and shit. And he thought I was a wrestler. So that's why he did that. That's why he said, "Are you not gonna sell it?" Because he thought I was a fucking wrestler.
Now, I said I was going to remain objective. So right here, Raja is once again alluding to the concussion that he sustained. And he tells a story about what happened. And it seems that he clearly is aware of what took place and that Syko Stu thought he was a worker, but he is not. And there was a miscommunication. However, Raja does not care.
How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. I don't know. 50 subs, knock him out. 50 subs. I'm not doing I just said I'm not doing pro wrestling. I'm not fucking doing pro wrestling. I would only do that shit for fun. One time. Yeah, they allowed me to hit him for real. If he hits me back for real, I don't give a fuck. I want him to. I'm dead serious, y'all. I'm really about to fuck him up. Exactly. People think this shit's sweet. People think this shit's a fucking game. Really, like I said, guys, I'm really fucking humble at the end of the day. This nigga ain't no fighter, but I'm gonna really have to show him, like, nigga, you can't just hit a fucking can on my goddamn face. That was a real fucking can. It just wasn't full. That was a real can of beer. That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck you think this shit, like, the fuck? That shit was no prop can at all. I'm really going to hit him. I'm telling you. I just don't know if I'm gonna pick him up first or hit him first. I don't know. Because if I punch him and he goes down, then I won't be able to pick him up. Watch. My dad can't never call me a bitch. I'm shutting this fucking shit down, chat. Fuck this dude. I ain't gonna hurt him too bad, though. He was drunk. He was pretty drunk, I think.
So that clip was significant because it shows that Raja is under the impression that he's allowed or he was given permission to go into the ring and actually strike Syko Stu. When so far they gave him permission to go in and do a spot to get his receipt. So it's limited in scope, but have they clearly defined that scope yet? Doesn't seem like they have. Because as you'll see coming up here, Raja doesn't even know when his spot is. He doesn't even know when he's going to get his cue to go into the match. He doesn't even know when the match is coming up.
I don't know when I'm getting in the ring. I can ask. I'm going to go ask. Let's go ask. Y'all gonna let me know when I'm getting in the ring? Okay.
Right during the next match, I'm gonna sit right behind you. I'm gonna give you a tap to let you know.
All right, bet.
Again, I said I was going to be objective. And here you can see Raja had to actually go seek somebody out to find out when his cue is, what match he's in, and how is he going to know when to go to the ring. But somebody from the promotion tells him that they're going to come out and cue him. And then you actually see that. Somebody does come out and sit behind him. And then they start talking to him. And, you can't hear what's said, but you see they're whispering in his ear, presumably giving him the spot, presumably giving him instructions, directions, telling him exactly what to do when he goes in the ring, which, again, we couldn't hear. But I would imagine it's go in the ring and do one thing and then get out.
Bro, it's not going to be scripted. I'm telling you that right now. I promise you.
All right. Now, in this next clip, I have an exclusive for you. This is the closest thing there is to a smoking gun. In fact, I don't know why I haven't seen this clip anywhere else. I had to actually watch the entire stream to find this, and nobody's talking about this. I guess I'm the only person who watched the stream. But anyway, in this clip, Raja shows that he has the mens rea for criminal culpability. See what you think.
But I will tell you guys this. They told me to hit him and just leave. Somebody who pulled me off of him will leave. I'm telling you, I'm going to hit him as many times as I can. Watch. I'm not going to fake it. Exactly. They don't want me. They don't want me in there for real because I'm not going to fake it. Watch. And then as soon as I do what I'm doing, I'm leaving.
Wow. Did you catch that? You know, I really wanted to give this kid the benefit of the doubt. But hearing that, it just makes my stomach turn. Like, it irritates me so much. That shows that this was premeditated. You know, he even repeats to chat what his instructions were to get in there. They'll pull him off, get out. And he decided intentionally to go off script and not do that. And to go in there and really cause serious bodily harm and damage that could have been worse had he not been stopped. So we all know what happens next. And this footage is just too gruesome. So I'm going to stop it before he starts punching. But I want you to pay attention for something. Because this is a major thing. When Raja enters that ring, he has Syko Stu's consent. There's that word again, consent. Because as professional wrestlers, we are giving consent to our opponent or whoever's in the ring with us, where we're actually giving our body to them. So like when you pick somebody up to powerbomb them, as we're going to see, Syko Stu actually posts. You can see he's helping Raja pick him up. So he's allowing Raja to do this to him. And when you're in a match, when somebody punches you, when they swing at you, you don't block it. You're allowing them to hit you in the face. So that's the difference here. So when Raja takes advantage of this, somebody who's defenseless, allowing you to beat them up, that's just despicable. This is honestly one of the worst things I've ever seen. But I'll play this part where he slides in the ring and, scoops up Syko Stu. But I'm going to stop it after he slams him. Because once Syko Stu's head hit the mat, he was unconscious. And I'm going to tell you what ended there. Not only did his consciousness end, but that also means his consent ended. Somebody who's unconscious can no longer give consent. And what Raja did was clearly outside of the scope of consent, outside of the scope of employment. I mean, this was heinous. You've seen it. It's just disgusting. It's deplorable. I can hardly sit through that again. All right, so let's get down to the potential charges here. Now, I don't think attempted murder is likely. That's what a lot of people were saying. However, a lot of people are not licensed lawyers and professional wrestlers. I think that would be incredibly hard to prove that he had the intent to kill. Thank God Syko Stu did not die. Otherwise, there could have been a manslaughter charge potentially. But, thank God he did not die. Again, thoughts and prayers to Syko Stu. I think more likely is battery. I think this is clearly a battery with serious bodily harm, which can be a felony. But another thing that's interesting is I actually think this is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Because let's not forget, Raja is an MMA fighter. And if you're an MMA fighter, that requires you to have a license, just like a boxer, where your hands and feet are considered deadly weapons. And so the moment that Syko Stu was knocked unconscious and Raja was just raining down blows upon him, that's assault with a deadly weapon, hands down. Now, on to the civil liabilities. There's a litany of them. There's so many torts here, not just, personally for Raja, but it gets into the promotion and anybody involved. There also could be some criminal culpability for an accessory, or I don't know, I don't know about a conspiracy. Maybe an accessory though, to the people who encouraged him. But all in all, this was awful, and I expect there's going to be plenty of court cases coming down on this. There certainly should be criminal cases, and I fully expect there to be civil cases as well. Again, this is just awful, and I wish a speedy recovery to Syko Stu.